Well, a very, very good afternoon to you. I really do hope I found you well. I haven't seen you for a while. I'll explain. Welcome back to Earguard Wrexham. My name is Steve Jones. Well, good afternoon. Apologies for not seeing you for a wee while. Life and doing things for family members has just got in the way. So back on track now, I think. Besides which, Cornelius Jones and James Browning work have given me a dog's life for not doing videos, so I thought I better had. So, where do I begin? I'll begin with Leicester City, which was the last game at the racecourse. Least said about the first half, best mended, I think, because it was atrocious. Never seen such a flat stadium for the first team game in the league. It was so quiet. It was like a training game. There was just nothing. Matty James had a half chance saved by the keeper. And I think there was one went wide. But no, nothing to write about in the first half. So the guys I was sitting with up in the Lager stand, we just couldn't believe how quiet the stadium was, because there was nothing to. It was just absolutely dead. The first half from both sides. Second half came out. It was improved, much improved in fact. So I can quite safely say Wrexham will do the majority of the second half. Should have won. Should have had the 3 points on performance. It's once again dropping points from winning positions. 20 points all told so far this year from winning positions. It's got to stop if we've got pretensions to be in these playoffs. You can't be doing things like that. Sat too deep, invited Leicester on, and didn't mark up. Not tracking men, not tracking runners, and they equalised. So another 2 points dropped. So then we go on to the next game, which was at Loftus Road, down the smoke to play QPR. Well, that was a bit eventful, wasn't it? Didn't have a good start. Good finish from the lad, to be fair. Good technique. Could have been blocked, if you're going to be hypercritical, maybe. But anyway, that was that one. Step forward, Cal Doyle with his first goal for the club, and by God, what a way to do it. The keeper stood there, he didn't even know where it was going. He was spellbound. Hell of a strike. Good way to score your first. But unfortunately, we couldn't hang on to it. Don't get me wrong, again, it was a good head from the lad. But again, we were too slack and giving the ball cheaply and just not picking up. And then one of the stupidest decisions from a player I've seen in many a long year. The lad, he assaulted George Thomason, let's be honest. He could have got a straight red for that, never mind a second yellow. And how a game changed. The first one, Josh Windass, how he struck that. The ball was coming down when he struck it. To keep it on target, keep it low, get it under the crossbar, it was a fantastic strike. Excellent technique. Brilliant goal, really was. I thought, okay, I'm in radio land, I couldn't see it because, say, I've been running around like an blue ass fly recently, so we were stuck with the Radio Wales commentary. Okay, we thought 2-2, that'll do. We've at least rescued the point, but no, they carried on. And then step forward, Ollie Rathbone. Wrexham may have seen very own Duracell Bunny, or the batteries are available, with a worldie. There's no other word to describe it. If you're going to win a game of football, anywhere, at any level in the world, a strike like that is worthy of it. It was a phenomenal strike. And that was that one. 3 points down the smoke. Excellent last 5 minutes, really, because he got sent off late on. But yeah, good to get the 3 points on the road. But we've got to sort out dropping points from winning positions. It's got to be looked at. So, where do we go Saturday? We're all off to Hillsborough to play Sheffield Wednesday. If you're going up to Sheffield, it'll be around 2 to 2.5 hours, in the region of 90 miles, to get up to Hillsborough. Now, there's a bit of a trend in the last few videos I've done here. Sheffield Wednesday were an offshoot of the Wednesday Cricket Club, which was founded in 1820. They formed the football side, which was known as Wednesday FC. That ran until 1929, and they joined the Football League in 1892 and were founder members of the Premier League in 1992. And they've been at Hillsborough since 1899. And as of last year, they were the last team to win a major trophy who were not in the top flight. So they're a little bit of a potted history on Wednesday. The actual football club was founded in 1867, 158 years old, number 5 in the age rankings of clubs. Now, on the head-to-head, we've played Wednesday 16 times, winning 5, drawing 3, losing 8, with a 0 goal difference, 26 each. Now, during a little bit of digging, we first met at Hillsborough on the 6th of September 1975. In good old Football League Division 3. 7,500, 7,585. So a 1-0 win to Wednesday. And the last time we met was, of course, last August. At home in the Championship with a 2-2 draw, 2 goals from Kiefer Moore. But unfortunately, for the wrong reasons, it has to be remembered for the performance from Barry Bannon in the second half. He was phenomenal. He was unplayable. Fortunately, we won't have that problem on Saturday as he's moved on to Millwall, I think it is. And the last time we won at Hillsborough was 23 years ago with a 3-2 win. Now, played for both. Excuse me, 27 players have played for both. As usual, just a bit of a straw poll. Josh Windass, Jack Marriott, David Jones, Stephen Fletcher, Barry Hall, Siobhan Joel, Dennis Lehman, Brian Mooney, Paul Warhurst, Ashley Westwood, and Danny Sonner, to name but a few. And the most appearances for Wrexham against Wednesday: Gareth Davis 7, Gareth Davis 8, Mel Sutton 7, Wayne Sigilski and Mickey Evans on 5. And goals scored against Wednesday: Billy Ashcroft is 3, and 2 each for Steve Fox, Chris Llewellyn, Dixie McNeil, and of course Kiefer Moore. Now then, on this day, and we're talking about the 31st tomorrow, and we've done nothing on this day in history. Just a very couple of random ones. In 1880, we beat Birkenhead 6-1. As you can see, the battle we're scraping at here. And in 1976, a 1-0 win against Grimsby. That really is the highlights of games we've played in history on the 31st of Jan. So it's not been a good day for us, really. Players we've signed on the 31st of Jan. 14 in total. Dan Alfie, Luke Bolton, Jack Marriott, Nicky Devidix, Danny Livesey, Owen O'Connell, Tom O'Connor, Rob Ogilvie, Jade Rodriguez, and Sam Smith, to name but a few. And those ex-Reds who are, or Reds and ex-Reds, celebrating birthdays tomorrow: Mansour Assamani, 43, I think, wasn't he the French guy with a Hummer? I'm sure there was one always had a Humvee parked in the Tech Car Park. And Ian Edwards, scorer of that great goal versus Derby County at the baseball ground, is 71 tomorrow. So, where do I think we're going to go tomorrow? Well, I'd like to think we can get the win tomorrow, but knowing the way Wrexham rock and roll, we've got 4 away wins on the bounce. Wednesday haven't won since who knows when, so who knows where it's going to end, but I'm going to go for a 3-0 win. as I say, they've lost the threat with Barry Bannon, who was unplayable the last time we played them. But I think I've read somewhere they've got to possibly have a striker coming in from Luton, somebody called Yates. I don't know anything about him, so who knows. Right, there's been a fair bit of activity, shall we say. Some of it rumoured, some of it actual. Mulls has gone back out on loan again to Bradford, so good luck to you. Connor Cody, he's gone down to Charlton. Andy Cannon, of course, has gone to Burton. So good luck to those three. Loads of rumours flying around with other first team members, obviously. You've got Elliot Lee is rumoured to be heading to Luton. I've heard that on a couple of sources. And Ryan Hardy possibly going back to Plymouth or could be heading to Bolton. So that's as far as that goes. Breaking. I'm going to do this in a James May fashion. Good news! I've actually won a ticket in the ballot. Unbelievable, Jeff. I've actually got tickets for the Portsmouth game in the ballot. I was going to have a right rant on this video because I was heading for three blanks again. So the other two were blank. I've just got this one. Something's not right here. I know people who've never failed in a ballot. I've had 3 tickets in every single ballot out of every single ballot. Really? Telling me that's a fair ballot? I don't think so. Anyway, that's that one. Good to see the safe standing rails are up in the Stoke cold brew stand. So that's the safe standing rails you can't stand up in front of, except for goals and exciting moments. That's going to be a good one to police, isn't it? Very strange decision for me, that one. And the other one is good to see the construction site is really starting to pick up the pace now. Looking at a big concrete pour next week. If you don't do it already, catch up with Tom, Wrexham Fan Zone. He's up with his drone where weather allows every day. He puts out some brilliant information and some brilliant footage. Well worth a watch. And I think that is about me for this one. We'll go over the results from Saturday on Sunday. I'm driving back in Radio Land because I'm being dragged out by the good lady tomorrow, so I won't be able to catch it. So it's good luck to the lads who are going up to Sheffield, and safe travels to all of you who are going up despite the early kickoff. So be loud and proud while you're there. Behave yourselves and look after yourselves. Just make sure you bring the 3 points back with you. To anybody who's just stumbled across me wittering on, good to have you on board. Do like, subscribe and share. And in fact, I will see you for the next one on Sunday. May even be Monday morning when I do a mop-up of Sheffield Wednesday versus Wrexham. So have a good weekend, take care of yourselves, and I will indeed see you later.